Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. I'm so pleased to be able to welcome you to this very special address by Mr. Arun Gandhi, who's been very generous with his time. I don't think he's getting any rest in Hawaii. He's lecturing all the time. And we really appreciate him coming to the University of Hawaii and making himself so available to our students. Before we start tonight, I'd like to say a special welcome to some people who are very special to the Matsunaga Institute for Peace. Our Dean Dubinoski, will be giving introductory remarks in a few minutes. Susan Chandler, Director of the Public Policy Center, which is our home department, and Dolores Foley, who's the Director of our Graduate Certificate in Conflict Resolution, and very supportive of the Matsunaga Institute. I'd also like to recognize some local peacemakers. We have Karen Cross in the front of the audience, who used to be with the Matsunaga Institute and is here representing the Center for Global Non-Killing. Drs. Ha'heo Gwanson and Kaleo Patterson from the Pacific Justice and Reconciliation Center, who also teach for the Matsunaga Institute. And Jessica Stabile, who's here representing the Mediation Center of the Pacific. We appreciate your support. And we'd like to have a special welcome to our three co-organizers, Raj Kumar and Vinla Lawani, and also Barbara Ultimus from the We Are One Foundation, who've been so helpful in organizing this event. And I would like to thank all of you for taking your time out tonight. I'm so pleased, especially to see so many of our students from the Peace Program here tonight. And now I would like to invite Vinla Lawani and also Raj Kumar to give some introductory remarks from our co-sponsors. If you come to the stage.
It's so wonderful to see so many of you coming out to all the events that we've been having for Mr. Gandhi. It's true, we have been working him. His schedule is very, very tight, but we are very privileged and honored that he is here. And I represent the We Are One Foundation, and the We Are One Foundation is a global initiative that actually educates, through education, through film and media and creative arts, wants to raise conscious levels and actually bring peace and harmony to the world. And so we have tried to make a very nice lecture series, which of course many of you have been coming to. I've seen many familiar faces here that I've been seeing over the last few days. And tomorrow we have a fantastic event at the Plaza Club, where I wish all of you can come down and see us again. So I would like to thank you for taking the time, for sharing all your wonderful thoughts of peace, and I've enjoyed every single minute of every single thing you've said. Thank you, Mr. Gandhi.
Good evening, aloha, and namaste. Namaste means I welcome you all and bow to the God residing in your hearts. Thank you for giving me an opportunity, Carol and Vice Chancellor. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to say a few words about Mr. Arun Gandhi. It takes a whole village to create this type of lecture series within 6 weeks. I believe where there is light, where there is a will, there is a way. Barbara Ultimus, Vinla Lawani, and our board members spent a great amount of time to put things together, created infinite possibilities, implemented a plan, and making our dream to bring Mr. Gandhi to Hawaii a reality. It's a fascinating experience to be with a man of peace. In a few days, I had the opportunity to interact with him. I listened to his speeches with media in different places. Dr. Arun Gandhi is just like his grandfather. He is himself like a saint. He's a very compassionate and simple man who carries the legacy of his grandfather and inspires people with his wisdom and good deeds around the world. I believe that people come and go, but the teachings of wise remain immortal. Mahatma Gandhi believed and practiced ahimsa, non-violence, in his whole life. Ahimsa means refraining from doing harm to others in your thoughts, speech, and actions. Mahatma Gandhi followed the path of love, truth, kindness, peace, and non-violence. Without using any weapons, he was able to move British Empire from India. He was not only fighting for the people of India, but he was fighting against the crimes done against humanity for centuries. He taught us how to live with respect and harmony, along with those who are different and follow different beliefs and religious teachings. He united people from all different religions and used to do spiritual gathering, spiritual chanting, universal prayers every evening in his ashram. Dr. Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, and other leaders around the world have followed Mahatma Gandhi's teachings and philosophy and methods of nonviolence. They also succeeded in their missions to create racial equality and peace and justice. There might be slow progress in achieving success in following Gandhian methods, but ultimately there is a victory at the end. Gandhi said that nonviolence needs more courage than violence. Gandhi's methods of passive resistance for social change are still effective, which we recently observed in the news about Tunisia, Egypt, and now revolution taking place in Libya. Being trained in Eastern and Western psychology, I have witnessed and learned when emotions are suppressed for a long period of time, people rebel and become violent. But when emotions are released and understood and oppressors are forgiven for their violent behaviors or crime, the healing and understanding begins and we transform our lives. We have advanced ourselves in every area of life and we have gone to the moon, but we haven't learned to live with our fellow peacefully on earth. We have fought more than 165 wars since World War II, and there's still more to come, as we have not separated religions from politics. We have not given up our greed about oil, money, and land, manufacturing and selling arms of mass destruction. We can talk about peace when we throw bombs on others. All religions teach hope. Hope is belief that things can change for better. We must hope for peace even when peace appears to be impossible. Peace is not absence of anger, noise, violence, or war. Peace is an internal experience. When we create peace within ourselves, within our family, within our co-workers, other fellows in our society, we create peace in the world. We need to cultivate good qualities among our children as they are the leaders of tomorrow. When there is love, there is peace, unity, and harmony. Love is an invisible thread which binds all human beings together, and it is the basis of all beautiful creations in this world. Gandhi said, "Be a change to see the change in the world, but when we change, the world changes." Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now I'd like to invite Richard Dubinoski, the Dean of the College of Social Sciences, to introduce our speaker tonight.
Thank you, Karen. On behalf of the College of Social Sciences, I want to welcome our friends from the community to the Manoa campus, but welcome you all to this presentation. And I thank you for taking time to be with us. One of the goals of the College of Social Sciences is to provide our students with an excellent educational experience, both inside and outside of the classroom. By doing so, we hope that our students may become more knowledgeable, that their lives will be enriched, and their sense of citizenship will be deepened. We also want to develop a close relationship, connection between the community and the college, so that we can mutually explore, examine important societal issues with the goal of developing a more just society and a community that is known for the quality of life. The presentation tonight is a means to meet these goals. You will be part of an educational experience tonight that introduces a perspective for examining public issues that are rooted in humanity, a conscientious effort to be a responsible citizen. This is the message of our special guest, Mr. Arun Gandhi, the power of nonviolence. Never could this best message be more timely than now. On the world scene, we are bombarded with images of war, violence, atrocities, and killings. If you take a look at our national politics, in many ways, it is an arena that ignites conflict, hatred, and polarization, not thoughtful deliberation, peace, or unity. And even at our local scene, we are assaulted with stories of shootings, stabbings, domestic violence, and child abuse. As a society, as humanity, we must begin to realize that there is a better way. Nonviolence is a powerful tool to heal, to transform, to empower our lives and our communities. I am genuinely grateful and appreciative that our guest has been kind enough to share his time and thoughts on nonviolence as a force for social change. Mr. Arun Gandhi is the fifth grandson of India's legendary Mahatma Gandhi. He was born in 1934 in Durban, South Africa, where he experienced the challenges of the apartheid system. From 1946 to 1948, he lived in India with his grandfather during the time in which he was greatly influenced by both the political events related to India's struggle for independence and, of course, by his grandfather's teaching and embodiment of nonviolence. After returning to India in 1956, for the next 30 years, he worked as a journalist for the Times of India. In 1987, he moved with his wife Nanda and 2 children to the United States, where in 1991, he founded the M.K. Gandhi Institute for Nonviolence, which works to promote the principles of nonviolence through conflict resolution, conflict prevention, anger management, diversity training, and relationship and community building. Mr. Gandhi is a well-known speaker both in the United States and internationally. He has authored several books and is currently writing a blog for the Washington Post online faith section. I could go on and talk about more and more, but I believe that his words and thoughts tonight will be the best way to introduce this man and to know him well. Mr. Arun Gandhi.